Johan, should we say it was an interesting game on Saturday to analyse? Would that be fair?
Yeah, I think it's a fair reflection. I think it, one that, well, a lot of ifs and buts, that you can look at and probably highlights and some low moments. But yeah, it's really like they say, like that kissing your sister feeling, because the reality is that, it's one we probably were quite in control of and then let it slip, but then credit to the players coming back and get 3 points out of the game.
So when you analyse it, have you learned anything that you didn't know at 6:30 on Saturday evening?
Oh, for sure. I think as a group we learned a lot that, just small decisions, ball in hand, you're not respecting the ball, we lost ball in contact, we tried to force offloads, and then obviously 1 or 2 skill errors that cost us momentum, but more so they got points out of it.
Going forward, though, how important is it that you're still unbeaten and that you can take that back into Kingsholm this Friday for another West Country derby?
Yeah, it's not going to get easier. The reality is that, sides is going to come for us, and we obviously know that the local sides in the vicinity is always a big matchup. We're going to be tested in our depth. We've got a few niggles and stuff, and how to manage the players. So I think all squads will start feeling the toughness of the competition, but we have to stay positive. We saw the tries that we scored, we saw the rugby we can play. The challenge for us now is to make sure we deliver we start looking, we got all the first nervousness out, and we've got I think we hopefully start getting match fitness in now, so now we must start searching for that 80-minute performance.
And I suppose the combinations can be that little bit slicker as well, can't they?
Yeah, especially if we can put out the same squad most of the times. This week there will be a few late fitness tests. We will wait for a few guys, but if it helps if you can get that consistency in the team as well.
I've barely mentioned Bristol yet. Because they're now a couple of games into the season, has that taken some of the surprise element of what they could offer maybe out of the equation?
No, I don't think a surprise. I think maybe just a bit more footage on them that we can analyse them and see, where are they strengths and what areas we can hopefully exploit. But then, I think they showed exactly what we thought before the season started, that they're going to be highly competitive, well coached, a lot of X factor over across the board, and a very competitive team, and I think they proved it against Saracens on the weekend. They proved it in round 1. Up until halftime they were leading, and one can argue how much influence that their red card had. Obviously Saracens is a quality side, but they're not going to make up numbers just in this competition, and I think they made it quite clear they want to stay in the competition, and for them they're going to be highly motivated. So we obviously have to be at our best.
1 or 2 people might have thought, yeah, they might shock Bath in round 1, but how impressed were you with the way that they backed that up against Saracens?
Exactly, like I said, I think they've already proven enough in the 2 weeks to show that they can compete in this competition and at this level, and I'm sure they're going to be very tough away, but even more so at home for teams to come there. So I expect nothing else than a massive challenge, and that our players, we've already spoken that we have to be at our best against them.